Greetings to everyone. This is Amanda Sogoni, the SG of the SRC in Patriot Campus and the SG of the ISRC Institutional. I'm standing here as a leader deployed by students of Fortas University in Patriot Campus. Currently, Patriot Campus is closed officially. This happened following the mass meeting which set yesterday, where us as the SRC, we set a mass meeting and informed the students of Fortas University regarding the status quo of this university. And therefore, the issues that are currently pending in WSU is the issue of accreditation of courses and the issue of rationalization, as well as the issue of NSFAS, where students are on N+2 analysis by mistake. So the campus now is closed because of these three reasons. The issue of accreditation in WSU is a serious issue. This is why, as SRC, we decided to call a mass meeting of students in Patriot Campus so that we inform them about this crisis. Remember, students continuing to attend classes or fish for the courses that are said to be not accredited, some of them. So we could not keep such information only to ourselves. We saw a necessity to inform the students. Now, currently, there is no communication that is tangible as to say this is what's going to happen about the students who are in courses that are not accredited in WSU. So the investigation, yes, is there because the council of the university is trying to work hand in hand with the management, trying to check if are there any courses in place again that are not accredited, so that if there are other courses as well, in addition to the ones that are already said to be not accredited. Therefore, all those courses can be placed so that at least there can be a solution in terms of what must happen to those courses and also what must happen to the students who are enrolled in those courses. So yes, there is investigation that is done by the council of the university, and also us as the ISRC, we are there in that investigation, trying to make sure that this process is smooth and is honest. On the 13th of April, we set a meeting as the ISRC of WSU in East London, where we agreed that this week all campuses of Fortas University must sit mass meetings so that students can be informed of this quagmire, particularly the issue of accreditation. So currently it's only the campus that is closed. As we speak today, there is a mass meeting that is going to sit in East London, that is Buffalo City campus of this university. And therefore we are still waiting for other campuses, Mthatha and Komani, to see the mass meetings and inform their students. Therefore, after that, we'll be able to see the reaction of all these campuses for WSU. Otherwise, as things stand, it's only Patriot Campus that is closed as we speak. We're waiting for PCE, what is going to be the reaction, as well as Mthatha Campus and also Komani. I believe that before the end of this week, we will know what's the reaction of other campuses. As we can see today, the reaction of Patriot Campus. As the SRC, because this matter is new, we only set a mass meeting yesterday where we informed the students of Patriot Campus, and therefore students decided that now this matter, because of how it is sensitive and how it is serious, the campus must be closed so that the management can see the reaction of the students. Therefore, after that, maybe there can be quick solutions trying to address this issue. So for now, we have not informed any external party that can assist in the process. But as from now on, we'll be able to interact with anyone who is willing to assist the stakeholders of this campus. I'm talking about the unions of the workers, as well as external parties that can assist those who are close to the students, as well as the municipality of this region, because this is the campus that is situated under municipality of Umnquma. So if this campus is losing the courses that we have, what is the reaction of the municipality in trying to assist the students? Because the students from this municipality are starting from this campus as well. And therefore, when they graduate from this campus, they contribute from this municipality as well when they are working in this municipality, being produced by this university in terms of being graduates. So yes, we'll be able to convince and also to inform other stakeholders who are able to assist, other external parties who are able to assist in the quagmire that are facing WSU, the issue of accreditation. As the SRC, we are not taking mandate from ourselves. We take the mandate from the students. the people who deployed us to the SRC, yesterday when they said to a mass meeting, SRC, we are saying this campus must be closed until these issues are attended to. Now, it tells you that if the management doesn't resolve this issue of accreditation, doesn't give us clear answers, clear direction for the next few days, what we will do, we'll have to go back to our students to inform them that up to this far, the management doesn't give us a clear direction in terms of what must happen going forward. We believe that, of course, because students said yesterday, if things remains like this, we'll have to gear up the struggle. So the answer is that if the management doesn't resolve this issue in the next few days, we'll have to gear up the struggle to the next level. As we speak today, the campus is on go slow. It's not a mass action whereby we're burning tires, whereby we're assisting our security and so forth. We are only closing the campus, no operations, no staff members are allowed to enter the campus. It's only like that. No classes, no tests, no assignment, nothing. Until the management calls us and address the issues that we're facing in this campus as well in WSU. So, if the management doesn't respond to the issue of accreditation as we speak, in the next few days, we'll be forced to gear up the struggle to the next level, because we cannot just fold our arms. When students have started in this campus, and therefore they are told today that there are courses that they have started in WSU, they are not accredited. Those are in the system currently. They have started courses as well, but are not accredited. It tells you that as student leadership, we need to take the mandate of the students. We need to stand for the truth. We're not going to resist. We're not going to retract the struggle until this issue is resolved in favor of students of Patoet campus. We'll gear up the struggle. We'll make sure that the management feels what we are doing. We're not just doing this thing for the sake of doing it. As the SRC, we are not elected to the office just to decorate the SRC office. We're elected to stand for the mandate of students of Patoet campus. Thank you very much.
Greetings to everyone. My name is Zipho Ngcali. I'm the SRC Premier of Patoet campus in WSU University. Irrationalization, it is a plan of the current Vice Chancellor and the committee to implement a program that is going to decrease the faculties within the institution. Currently, we are sitting with 12 faculties across all 4 campuses, and the aim is to reduce from the 12 to 7, if not 6. Now, the reason why I will then say 7, if not 6, is that on documentation it is said that they want to decrease it down to 6, but when they are presenting the program, they are saying that it is no longer 6 but 7. Now, rationalization is a financial project that is aimed at saving money for the institution, and then they are saying on paper that money is going to be used to assist the institution. Now, that is what we look at and what we can see it as on the outside. Now, when you take a deeper look inside, irrationalization is a program that is aimed at dealing with communities directly, and it is a program that is aimed at fighting directly in the mass democratic movement. Now, when you check in terms of the aspects of rationalization, it will not only deal with the lives of students, it will also deal with communities directly, because we have an understanding that wherever there is an institution of higher learning, that particular town or city should then be transformed into a university town that is going to assist the lives of the community and the students in general. Now, the challenge that we are facing is that the rationalization project has got an estimated budget of 400 million. That budget is going to be used to create a certain type of office ground for the institution, where they are going to have head offices in East London, where they are going to be moving certain departments and certain faculties to certain campuses and remove some other faculties like engineering to the campus that is in East London. Now, the danger of this is that when you take in ordinary students from Namaku, an ordinary student from Mount Frere, an ordinary student from Umbu, and you take them to go and live in East London, you are changing their livelihood. The rent is a bit expensive. the cost of living in East London is not the same as in Butterworth. Now, we asked ourselves as student leaders, what is the bone of content in terms of this project that is being done by the Vice Chancellor? Maybe we are not seeing the view that she's putting forward. But when we checked, we found that these rationalization and these offices that are going to be there and put in that IDZ is going to cause a decrease in the progress of communities, because they themselves as the IMC members are going to benefit from that, because they are going to have their own security companies there, they are going to have their own residents of the institution there, and the ultimate aim is that they are going to close 2 campuses of the 4 campuses that we have across the institutions, which is Butterworth campus and the Queenstown campus. Now, the plan of rationalization is quite deep. It is not one that I can explain over a certain period of minutes and say that this is the plan, but generally the plan aims at saying they are going to move students from Butterworth to East London, and some from Butterworth to Mthatha, and some from Butterworth to Komani. And then ultimately that will mean that the campus will have to then be closed, as it is not going to be financially viable. First, the students' reaction is a bit, what can I say? The students, their reaction is a bit mixed. It is mixed because they are faced with fear, as they do not know what is going to happen to their futures. A student who is coming from Kumbu, from Mount Fresh, is worried now that they are going to have to go and adjust to a lifestyle that they are not used to, because we are coming from the poorest of the poor families. We are coming from the rural of the most rural areas, in the deepest of the deep areas where we will find here in the Eastern Cape. That is the majority of the students that we have here. So in terms of the student side, they are rejecting it, and the confusion is coming from the fear that they have for their futures. Second, in terms of the workers, I won't dwell too much on the side of the workers, because the struggle of workers is known by workers. But judging from what we have seen, the workers are also not accepting this rationalization project. However, we are seeing a bit of a political battle between workers, as some may be affiliated in certain unions, and that in its own is causing a quagmire. That is why I'm saying I cannot then completely dwell and say this is how the workers stand or this is what they feel, because I am not a worker but a student. Therefore, I will speak on the side of the students. Lastly, in terms of the community is clearly rejecting this, because when you are speaking of rationalization, you are saying that you are going to take certain courses and certain faculties to another campus, meaning you will be decreasing the number of students in that particular campus. That then means you will also be decreasing the workload. It also means that you will be having less workers that are going to be cleaners, less workers that are going to be securities, less workers that are going to be caretakers and plumbing and everything else that is going to do with the maintenance of the institution and all these campuses. Now the community is crying out loud as to say we are not supporting this, because it is going to fracture our families, because now students are not going to be able to then be sustained, because some of our students are being supported by the very same workers of this institution, who are cleaners, who are securities, and who are taking care of the yard. So when you say that rationalization is going to benefit students, it is a blatant lie. It is going to suppress this community, and especially in a town like Butterworth, where infrastructure is supposed to be brought, where progress is supposed to be seen here. You are not going to see that anymore, because now you will find that this challenge of rationalization is going to cause a panic even within the community, because there is going to be job loss, which is going to mean there's going to be higher crime rate, and that ultimately will lead to a society that is ungovernable. If this issue is not resolved, students are very clear, and student leaders are clear as well, as to say that if we have to say we are going to sacrifice academic year, then so would it be. We are not in a point to say during our time of leadership we are going to sacrifice the futures of young people to a plan that is aimed at benefiting certain individuals, to a plan that is aimed at making sure that certain individuals are going to gain at the expense of black children. We are not going to allow that. So as students, we are clear as to say that this plan must be revised. Instead of saying you are going to rationalize and consolidate, we must say that that budget that was intended for rationalization must be reinvested in these campuses to make them better and be what they are supposed to be and serve an African black child. This fight is bigger than us. However, even though it is bigger than us, we are equal to the task. We are going to stand firm. We are going to fight for students. We are not going to give up until we ensure that the life of a black child is protected, up until we ensure that the education of a black child is protected.